The fight scenes alone with him are kind of worth seeing if you're an anime fan. And like I'm not telling you this dude's story. I'm not telling you where they go with it. I'm not telling you a whole lot of things, man. I'm telling you it's a badass fight scene, and it takes up a good chunk of this movie. And this character is like my favorite character out of the film. Double Toast is gonna be doing a little tour. Gonna be hitting 3 cities very soon. Atlanta, Georgia, that's October 11th. Gonna be in Santa Monica, California, November 14th. And gonna be in Seattle, Washington, December 12th. And you can get your tickets for those by going to x1entertainment.com/double toasted. Yeah, man, turns out if you wanna make a profit at the box office these days, man, slay them demons. No, not your inner demons, literal demons, man. And make an anime.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you an anime character, you out there slaying demons, you are box office gold today, man.
No kidding.
Yeah, we just had that K-pop band slaying demons, and now we got
Nausea.
And now we got this. Now we got these demon slayers. Let me see here. We in that infinite castle in this movie with an infinite title. People, let me see if I can say this. Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie Infinity Castle.
Okay.
And no sound. Apparently the sound is very finite. Let me see here. People like, man, ain't no English dub of this. It don't matter, because either you were into this and you already know what's going on, or you just walking up into it, kind of like me, and you don't know what the hell is going on.
Oh, I was really hoping for an English dub.
Well, Martin, you know what? There is one, and it has some people in it that you know.
Okay.
But unfortunately, that was not what was planned today when I went to go see it. No, it was.
Wait, who was that?
That's Channing Tatum,
That's your
right?
boy Channing Tatum right there. Yeah.
Okay.
Sniffing those headphones.
Yeah, he's getting and getting that anime money, which is very profitable today. That is, if you slaying demons, I don't think you'd be as profitable if those demons weren't in the title right there. Or maybe it would be. I don't know. All I know is that this movie, I knew the movie was coming out. I didn't know it was already out, but they damn sure let me know the day it was out. $70 million at the box office.
Yeah.
That was it's the highest debut for an anime here in the States. Also, it's like at number 20 something of highest debuts out there. The last time we had an anime that set a record for being one of the highest grossing animes here in America, that was back in the 90s. We had Pokemon, the next movie.
Oh boy. Is that Broly, or is that one of the other?
No, baby, that was Mewtwo.
Oh, Mewtwo.
Yeah. Come on.
Yeah.
That's Dragon Ball. Even I know that.
Yeah, Mewtwo, baby, yeah. It was another long-ass title. Pokemon, the next movie, The Return of Mewtwo, or something like that. But I know that movie didn't even come close to what this movie made. That movie, I think, made like $30 million or something around that range. Y'all probably know, but this made $70 million this weekend. Number 1 at the box office.
Huge.
Some people didn't even know that it was out, including me. But hey, look, I like going into these movies cold. And some of them I know about. Big Chainsaw Man fan right here. But some of these like this, I appreciate it. Kind of know about it. Watch some episodes of this show. Yeah, this is a show, Demon Slayer, that went on to be a movie. I already had a couple of movies. Now they got a trilogy coming up. We got some, and they're like, oh shit, if it wasn't happening before, it's happening now.
Right.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a trilogy coming out. But being that I only watched like a couple of episodes, 2 or 3 episodes, I don't know what was going on in it. But I was hanging with them before, because the last time that I hung out with these Slayers, it was on that train.
Yeah,
if you remember,
yeah, I remember
that demon train.
Well,
they always gotta have some penis-looking shit in these anime.
They're more like turds, but okay.
Let's go. Let's split in the middle, man.
Poopy penises.
yeah, turd penises. Well, the reason I'm letting this play, because That's way calm for where these movies actually are.
Really?
Hell yeah, because these movies,
Because I
man.
just almost had a seizure if you hadn't cut that off.
Oh, Martin, you just had the visuals. See, what really gets you pumped for these movies is when they start fighting and they get angry and they get all revved up because they drag that sword on the ground, make those sparks and set it on fire, and they take about 5 minutes to get to you. Talking about, and I was like, that shit will get you excited when you're watching the movie, whether you into to this or not. And throughout this whole movie, boy, they were screaming their asses off. It's like, hell yeah, I don't know what you just said. Yeah. No! Hell yeah! Whoop his ass! But this...
I mean, I know in anime, everybody has bigger eyes, but these eyes are huge. And it makes everybody look like they're happy and crazy. Even when they're calm, they look that way.
Well, I don't know about the happy part, but they're crazy. I mean, after all, we're fighting demons there. And listen, I'm not going to sit up here and even tell you the plot.
Because you can't.
Because I can't. But I can tell you the certain things as we continue in this discussion right here. Because as I said, I saw this in Japanese. Now, it was subtitled. And I know that there is an English dub either available or will be available. I'm pretty sure it's out there, but I didn't see that one. But it's out there.
Checkity check. 1, 2. All right. Time to be reborn. God, I can't wait to see this.
So, Channing Tatum is one of the biggest voices they got there. And this guy.
Looks like a Robert Crumb drawing.
So, I would listen. That is one of my joys of talking about these animes that I have not kept up with. And the reason why I like talking about them is because I was a huge anime fan as a teenager and as a, when I was in my 20s. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I've been neglectful because I have not just watched a lot of anime as much as I want to these days. So when a movie comes out, I just go and, I just go along for the ride. Whatever happens, happens. Mm-hmm. I'll get something out of it. But I will tell you about this as I go along. And I think that's cool because me not knowing anything about where this movie is at this point in the story actually lends itself to how I perceive the movie. It lends itself to my review.
Okay.
Because first of all, just going to see these movies as somebody who's just going for the aesthetics or the look of it, or because I just love the animation in anime, this studio is doing an incredible job, especially with this movie right here. The studio is called Ufotable. And from what I understand, they just work on Demon Slayer, mm-hmm. which means they can just dedicate themselves to this movie, which results in badass fight scenes. I mean, you saw some of that in the trailer, but also with this movie, they just do some really great stuff with the environments. This takes place in the Infinite Castle. And the Infinite Castle is not only just infested with demons everywhere, but I like the way they play with the physics of it because it's a topsy-turvy place where you either could be running one moment or you will end up falling. And you don't know how far you're going to fall. If you fall or if you hit anything at all, you might be falling forever. You don't know. Or what was a wall before, it might end up being a floor. Mm-hmm. And you'll just go splat.
So the gravity is like shifting the whole time when you're
It's just not even the gravity. It's just that the environment is shifting the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just turning all over the place. So
and it wasn't like that in the previous movie?
Well, no, because it was a different setting. In the movie, it was on a train.
Gotcha.
No, this time they're in this castle.
Okay.
And in the castle is a really fun environment because in addition to not knowing if you're going to be falling the next time or running or whatever, they got demons lurking everywhere. So you never know these demons are going to come out. But if they do, it's always going to end up in a cool fight scene. And that's the other thing. I mean, it goes without saying, if you know anything about Demon Slayer, if you've been watching in the movies, even for the TV show, I believe that this company does dedicate themselves to Demon Slayer, if I'm correct. And so they do a great job. I mean, these fighting scenes are amazing in here, man. And that's where we come in talking about the story. Because as I said, the last time that I hung out with these damn Demon Slayers over here, it was on that train. And I liked the movie because I think it was the show led up to that moment of them being on that train. And I thought it was great that, okay, you have this just pretty much just a long episode that's dedicated to being strictly in this one environment right here. And they've just done a lot more this time with this this infinite castle. But, after watching the movie with the train, I watched a little bit of the show. Like I said, not much, about 2 or 3 episodes. And so I'm in here cold again. And of course, some things I'm like, okay, what the hell is this? I don't know what that is right there. I don't know what that's about. But surprisingly, it's not that hard to follow.
Okay.
The movie. And that could be a small criticism because y'all tell me, as if you have any fans out there, we have any fans out there, Demon Slayer, let me know what you feel about this because it's not too hard to follow. And I wonder what you fans feel about this because the story is kind of basic. And I don't want people jumping on me now. Well, you're just a newbie. You know what the hell you're talking about. You didn't even watch the show. Shut up. Well, just listen to me because it's a very small criticism, if it even is a criticism.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why I'm saying this is because it's the format is pretty much the story centered around fights. And there's probably 3 major fights that go on in this movie. And most of those fights are dealing with a Slayer that has beef with a high-ranking demon, and they want revenge, and so they come in, they fight to the death or whatever. And each one of these fights centers around a certain character in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And again, there's a reason why you don't need to know a lot about these fights going into them, and I'll tell you why in a little bit. But I'll give you an example. Like the first fight. First fight centers on this chick. And I'm gonna probably say these names wrong, but I'm just gonna say them anyway. Shinobu. Shinobu, she's got beef with this demon called Doma. And she's mad at him because he ate her sister.
That's pretty reasonable.
Yeah. Yeah. And I gotta tell you, I love this character because it's like getting into a fight with a gay guy who keeps talking shit in that gay way.
Mm.
You can't even look at him because he's very effeminate.
Mm-hmm.
He has these fans that he pulls out and just be talking shit the whole time. You're good, but not that good. it's like, man, shut your ass up. I'll slap the shit out of you. But their fight is good because, of course, he's demonic. Not only did he eat her sister, but turns out he's just been devouring a lot of people for reasons that he thinks are justified. But of course, we know that they're not. See, that's what I'm talking about.
Jeez, those eyes.
Yeah, hey man, that's that style.
Those plum eyes.
Yeah. There's one character whose eyes are so big and she likes flowers and her pupils are petals. Somebody said, I miss 90s gays. Yeah, I do too. This will really make you nostalgic for those gays back then, man. So you got this second fight. And the second fight deals with these 2 characters, Zenitsu, who fights a demon called Kaigaku, and Gaikaku, who's the character in all black over here. He was once like a big brother to this other guy who's all yellow and everything. Now, I might be wrong. Y'all let me know. But Kaiga got jealous when he thought that they're training like Zenitsu more. And so he became a demon, and his betrayal caused that master to kill himself. So he's like, so of course he's like, I will avenge you,
Man, these people need therapy. Somebody to teach them better problem resolution.
Nah, man.
Or someone to look at them and be like, get over it.
Yeah. If it was anybody else, yes, but these are demons, Martin.
Okay.
We fighting demons, my friend. Come on now. Better help can't help with this. I got no ad for it, but I'm just saying.
It wouldn't matter if you did.
I wish that wouldn't matter. Are you a demon with emotional problems and call better? Nah, man. But man, that third fight is between 2 characters, 2 heroes right here Tanjiro, your main character is actually Tanjiro and Gayu, and they're fighting this other dude named Azaka. And he's been in I remember he was in that Train movie, so he must be like the badass boss.
Mm-hmm.
And he's, man, I like this dude because he's tough and he regenerates so that you cut off any part of his body, comes right back. So
That's not fair.
Yeah, no, it's not fair. And these guys are like, God damn, how do we kill this guy? I've been trying to kill this guy since the last movie in several episodes.
Yeah.
So this is the huge fight in the movie.
炭治郎戦えるようになった命を尊厳を奪われないために
And yeah, even cutting his head off don't work.
Mm.
And that's supposed
Even the head.
That's supposed to be the big rule. Most of the demons. It's funny because the demons just be giving their weaknesses away, like that gay demon. I don't know if he's gay or not, but the very, very feminine one. He's like, you keep aiming for the wrong place. It's the head. If you chop off my head, then I won't come back. It's like, see, that's what you get for talking a lot of shit.
I wonder what happens to that guy.
Yeah. Well, I won't say, but you'd be surprised. Now, I'm telling you about all these fights and these the beef that they have with each other because, for example, this character of Zaka right here. Right when he seems unbeatable and you root for him to kill his ass, they go into his backstory.
Oh no.
And it's a little bit predictable, but it's still sad. And it's like a tragic villain, super villain origin.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the thing with this movie where I say the story is basic, but first of all, I know that's mostly fights, and that's why I'm saying it's basic. But if you watch the show, the fans are coming into this because from the show, there's a lot of story that led up to these fights.
Yeah.
And so if you're a fan going into this, I mean, this is the culmination of everything that, from what I understand, like I said, I haven't seen the show, so I can't really say, but it's the culmination of everything that you've seen going on. And so when you come to the movie, that's what you're there for. Yeah. You're there to see these fights go down. So I get that, but the crowd that I saw it with, you could tell that they came in from the show. The theater was full, mm-hmm. and they were loving it, man. They were cheering whenever something. I know what was going on, but they were cheering whenever something went down. I was like, well, that person must have been a complete asshole because they were cheering when they were getting ass whooped.
Yeah.
And that's the thing about the movie, man. It's like with the show, there's I think a lot of people like the show because, and again, from what I understand, I don't know for sure, but I think people like the show because that's what happens. So you have these demons where they will, they'll be killed and they'll die, and you will root for them to die. And then they go into a backstory, mm-hmm. and they tell you, well, I mean, yeah, they were an asshole, but man, you got to know what they went through. Man, they went through some shit in their life, and they didn't have it too well, and that drove them to this right here. And they present these characters that are sympathetic, and that's the thing about the movie, man. Every fight comes with a backstory mm-hmm. for these villains.
Yeah,
Japanese, the way they tell stories, they explain everything. Yeah. Everything is exposition. And I'm not just talking about, them like showing you a backstory. These characters will tell you all about their life while they're fighting. Mm-hmm. The movie will stop and tell you that, okay, this character had a really weird childhood or a bad childhood, something warped their brains. And so because they're giving you the backstory, you can come in kind of cold and not really know that much. They're going to tell you anyway.
Yeah.
I even wondered, for fans out there, y'all tell me what you feel about this. Did you feel like this was being repetitive? Or were they telling you anything that you already knew? Or was the information they were putting out there, was that already in the show? Because I saw it and I'm like, well, this got me caught up immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, there's some things, of course, I don't know. They got these little kids drawing maps. There's crows flying around with cars. I'm like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what that's about. But between these backstories and the characters just giving a lot of exposition, I felt like I kind of knew enough to put it all together. Mm-hmm. Also, it just helped that these that these villains, man, when they make them sympathetic, you really get into the characters. You know, so the heroes, I don't know. I felt for the villains kind of more or the demons more, because I understand that there was something that for the heroes, something was they were done wrong, or the villains did something to piss them off, and these heroes had a right to ask for revenge. But still, I was like, yeah, man, but I don't know about you. I know about him. And he had it rough.
Well, what about the one eating people's sisters?
See, I can't tell you because I don't want to spoil anything for you. But yeah, something happened to him as a kid that f***ed him up. Something messed up his mind. And so let me just say this. He thinks that he's actually the hero of his story. He thinks he's doing the right thing.
That's good writing.
No, it is. He thinks that he's actually doing what he's supposed to be doing. He thinks he's helping people.
No.
And he can't really understand it. Like, why you messing with me? I'm trying to help you.
Yeah.
By eating you.
Oh boy.
Yeah. No, he's an asshole. Don't get me wrong. Because he talked too much shit. And like I said, just talks in that way that just makes you mad. Was that the only move you have? It's not working.
Snaggle pussy.
Yeah. Yeah, because the girl that's fighting him, right here, the girl that's fighting him, Shinobu, she keeps stabbing him with poison, and for some reason, because she keeps changing her poison, a different mixture, and she keeps stabbing him. He's just like, that one didn't work either. In fact, it was kind of tasty. It's like, oh, come on, okay, you're better than her, man. You ain't got to keep talking shit to her.
Yeah.
But no, the character designs are cool. I like the way the demons have little lettering in their eyes. As I said, the environments are really nice, man. Even though a lot of it now, years ago we would have complained about it was too much CG. Now we look at it and it's like, if they mix the CG in with the 2D animation really well, it's, you can make something really beautiful right here. Like I said, this studio that's doing this is doing a great job, man. And like I said, I just love the kind of like the MC Escher aspect of that Infinite Castle.
Yeah.
They call it Infinite Castle for a reason, because you just don't know where things end and things begin. Yeah, I would say that for a movie where I didn't know anything about what was happening, I felt caught up with it very quickly. And so I was able to sit back and kind of just enjoy the action. I felt that whatever I didn't know about the characters, I could fill in. And I thought the movie, maybe the exposition was a little too much, but they helped me get caught up. And that's just the way the Japanese tell their stories sometimes. Mm-hmm. If anybody's seen an anime, this doesn't go for any anime. It's not a rule, but they talk a lot. They don't shut up.
Yeah.
They there's a lot. If like one of my favorite animes right now is Solo Leveling, and they don't do nothing but explain. And you don't need no recaps. They will tell you throughout the whole episode what happened. But yeah, I enjoyed it. I can't really say anything. I can't even give this a rating, because this is the fans that see this are obviously pleased with it. They had a great time. The crowd I was with had a great time, and that was infectious. It made me have a good time with it. Mm-hmm. It's 2 hours and 35 minutes. They are telling
might as well stab me with one of those swords.
230 times.
Man, and that ending. This character here, Azaka, boy, man, that ending right there, that bad. All right, I love that character. It's funny because even as a kid, he's got purple eyelashes. But man, he regenerates so fast. He's just a bad man. There's a point he's so bad he beats his own ass. I'm not lying.
Okay.
In the movie, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, but that move that's almost takes a large chunk of the movie. His backstory, which was pretty great, I guess it's predictable, but man, it was great. And his fight scenes, because it's just like, Jesus, how y'all gonna beat this guy, man? The fight scenes alone with him are kind of worth seeing if you're an anime fan. And like I'm not telling you this dude's story. I'm not telling you where they go with it. I'm not telling you a whole lot of things, man. I'm telling you it's a badass fight scene, and it takes up a good chunk of this movie. And this character is like my favorite character out of the film. I really like. He's man. This dude is a complete badass.
Spoilers.
Such a bitch. It's not to spoilers. Say that. No, it's not. It's believe me, it's not. You have to see it. Now, this is something that I might not understand, and y'all will have to tell me about this, because there's this. So in the movie, like I said, some of the things that I don't understand, because man, the movie's so long, the credits are actually rolling. And the movie's still going.
They're still talking.
Yeah, no, there's still action going. There's still things happening, and the credits are rolling. And it's like, you might as well remove that shit. We ain't done yet.
They're playing them off.
yeah, the movie's still going. It gets to a point where they do rush them out, and the movie, we finally get to the real credits. But there's a lot. Half the credits, the movie is still happening.
Wrap that shit up, B. Wrap it up.
But I would tell you the thing that I did not understand. I already told you there was some stuff I didn't know. The kids drawn on the maps, I didn't really get that. I'm sure some of y'all can email me and tell me what that is. The things with the crows just seem to be deliver of messages for the Slayers, but I don't know. You could probably explain that to me. Can y'all explain to me the characters that kept running though? There were these characters that started out the movie, and I think this girl, they were running their ass off in this movie. It was her and the dude with the spiked ball. This guy,
the mace.
Yeah, the mace. Yeah, these characters were running, man. They came into the movie running. They checked back with them halfway through the movie. They were still running. At the end of the movie, I forgot they were still here. At the end of the movie, after everybody did their thing, they cut back to them and they were still running. When the credits started going, they were still running. I was like, so I don't know what the hell they were running for. I don't know why they run the whole movie. I don't know if I was just missing some time, but maybe I can explain to me why these characters were running so much through the movie and where they were running to. Because that's something I did not understand. So somebody said, damn, so they did not fight in this one. I hope that's not a spoiler for anybody, but somebody said they were late probably. No, because they start out the movie running.
Yeah, they were late.
I think there might be, if I recall, just a little bit of action with them. But like I said, the movie's focused on those 3 fights, and those 3 fights are not theirs. So no, they don't get a whole lot of time in the movie. But remember, this is a trilogy. So when the next movie comes out, maybe they'll center on them, or maybe because somebody said the third movie's coming out in 2029. Really? Wow. So yeah. But yeah, man. If you are a Demon Slayer fan, you've already seen it. I don't have to tell you anything. If you're an anime fan and you haven't kept up with the show, but you like anime, yeah, I would say see this. I saw it in Dolby Digital, and it was beautiful. And if you're somebody who's, listen, I'll tell you, if you're not into anime, don't. It's not nothing there for you, really. Yeah, I mean, what am I going to tell you? Don't be some Pixar fan coming here, trying to watch it. You're probably going to be disappointed because it's lost. I would say if you're not an anime fan, if you're not into the show, go back and watch the show first. Catch up on the show, and if you like it and you have a desire to keep going, yeah, this is well worth the time.
One to ask about the animation. It looked even nicer than like the other movie that you showed. Like it looked like this was an even more refined style from the last movie.
Now that I will agree with. I think that they've done more. I mean, the setting is just more intricate this time because of this castle that they're in. So the one on the train.
It still looked nice, but like this new one, it looked like they brought it to another level.
There's some of the animation and the style that looks the same, but yeah, as you can see, they're doing a lot here. But yeah, I think this movie really kind of outdoes that one in a way.
Okay,
and somebody asked about the score. Yeah, the score is great. I could see a lot of people who are into this buying the score on its own. If you can, go see it in Dolby. It was nice. It's because it's a colorful film. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of color. It's bright. Screen is full of action the whole time. So there's always something going on, man. That's the only bad thing about seeing it with subtitles. I'm trying to read and keep up with the visuals.
See, that's why I don't like sub anime. Because I know people were like, well, the acting's so much better. I was like, well, if you don't speak Japanese, how do you know? But when it's animation, I want to look at it, and I don't want to have my attention split between trying to read it and look at it because I'm missing stuff.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating, but it doesn't take away that much, man. It's you could still do it, If it's dubbed and that will bother you, go see the dubbed version. But it wasn't available in Dolby when I saw it, so. But yeah, So I was talking about the score because I thought somebody was asking about it. It is a great score in the movie, but somebody wanted to know what my rating was. I said I'm not gonna give this a rating because it really is specific for a certain crowd, and that crowd's gonna love it, man. It's very specific for them. I really can't recommend it to. I mean, I can't say anything. You know, I was joking before saying if a Pixar fan or animation fan goes to see it, they might not like it. I don't know. I don't know. You might be such an animation fan, you will. But with confidence, I can say, yes, anime fans and fans of the show, this is for you. And I think you'll love it.
So you think fans would give it a full price?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? I think fans could give it a full price or a very high matinee because I did hear some people now. Again, I don't know because I'm walking in here cold, but I've heard some people who love the show say that this is why I was asking you this, the fans out there. They say it is a little basic in the storytelling, but it's still great. So maybe high matinee for some people. Now I'm speaking for people that I don't know, you know, so that's why I'm not giving this a rating. So yeah, but I did say I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it very much. It was worth the $20 to spend on this.
$20, huh?
Yeah, it was 20. Yeah, because I'm
It
gonna go
was
see it in Dolby. Yeah. So.
And what would you say the rating is for Thanos fans?
Oh, God damn it! I get up. You.
Yeah, I think for $20 they could have had it dubbed, but okay.
Oh, stop it!
Could have thrown that in there.
Stop it. Okay, you know what? I paid. I'll give it a low full price. How about that? Because I enjoyed it. I love the visuals. I'm kind of looking at it from an anime standpoint, but I like the way they brought me in, and I didn't regret watching it. I was sitting up there enjoying it. So if I pay full price and I'm not complaining, I'll go ahead and give it a full price. You know, it's definitely working for the people it's meant to work for. Somebody said too late. Oh man, can't win with you fellas out there. All right. Wow. Let me see. I think a lot of you fans will be looking like that. Wow. Or would you look at that? You made it to the end of the video. That means you really like us. So just go ahead and press that like button and subscribe while you're at it. And check out our other channels, our social media like Instagram, TikTok, and our Patreon where we have new stuff coming up all the time. And we'll see you on the next video.